Children under 5 years old represented 32% cases of malaria in Togo. The entire country is at risk for malaria at all times of the year. There are many problems with Togo, but the health of our citizens has to come first before anything else. Malaria shouldn't be a big problem in my country, especially since malaria can be cured. But there are only 347 practicing doctors and 8 million people in Togo. My name is Gloria Masso, and I live in Togo with my one brother, my mother, and my grandparents. My father died from malaria because we couldn't get to a doctor in time. We live in Kara, one of the 5 states in Togo. We live in a house made out of mud bricks and plaster. The white stars in Togo's flag represents hope, and the green lines represents agriculture and nature. The yellow lines represents the natural resources of Togo. My grandmother was 16 years old before Togo became an independent country. She told me that Germany imperialized Togo in 1885 during the Scramble of Africa. Togo gained independence from France in 1958. She told me that there was an election in which the majority of citizens want to be an independent country, with Olympio as president. Even though in Togo there are many problems, there are still some places which are very beautiful, one of which is the capital Lome. Lome has many monuments, like the Independence Monument. This structure was built in 1958 to symbolize the freedom of Togo. Lome is also very popular for their beaches, but at the beaches there are a lot of crime, like pickpocketing and theft. Like I said before, there are many problems in Togo, like malaria and the citizens' health, and women's rights. Malaria spreads when a mosquito becomes infected with a disease after biting an infected person, and then the infected mosquito then bites a non-infected person. Women's rights is also a huge problem in my country. The government enforced a law that Togo prohibits early and forced marriage and sexual assault and harassment. Yet, women are still lacking education when it comes to their rights, which means violence is still common in Togo. In Togo, anybody is able to get malaria at any age. We could prevent this from happening less often if we wore longer clothing with longer sleeves and put up mesh screens to prevent mosquitoes from getting inside our homes. After my father died, we tried anything we could to make sure we don't get malaria ourselves. It was pricey, but we made it happen. Health is very important for anything. If something isn't healthy, they have a higher risk of death or falling seriously ill. If we want to stay healthy, we have to do something about this.